Coach's Corner. Is that any surprise that we're going to call it that? I don't think so. So, why coach? I thought I'd start this out with why would anybody want to coach? I actually get asked that question quite a lot. Why do I coach? I could probably still play, so why wouldn't I just play and try to achieve Canadian championships and all that kind of stuff? I do still play, believe it or not, but coaching kind of caught me off guard. I went into it as just sort of something to add to my resume, something that we needed at our club, just to help new bowlers understand what coaching really, really means. And really, what coaching means to me as a bowler, as a player, and just as someone who enjoys the game. So, why should someone get into coaching? A strong desire to learn, to help others learn and grow with the sport of bowls. There's something that's kind of missing in our sport. We get advice from experienced bowlers. Sometimes you go to the club and you don't get any help, even though you desperately need it. There are people out there that really want to help new bowlers and different bowlers learn the game, understand the ins and outs, develop their skills. If you're one of those people and you have a strong desire to help others, coaching might be the right place for you. If you want to see people learn and grow and see people succeed and you get fulfillment out of seeing people succeed, coaching might be right for you. Unfortunately, there's a serious lack of competent coaching in Canada for bowls. What I mean by that is there's people who want to help, but maybe don't know how to help. There's people who give advice, but might not be the right advice or might not have the correct way of giving that advice. By becoming a coach and going through the pathway through the NCCP, dealing with Bowls Canada, and possibly myself actually running some courses or one of our other qualified learning facilitators, you can learn how to do that properly, how to deal with all types of people, how to deal with difficult situations, how to deal with all the questions that you get, and making sure that you give them good, correct advice for bowls and not develop bad habits for that person. And there's so many benefits that people can get from having a good coach. They can learn the fundamental skills, they can understand the game, learn how to build a plan. Planning is something that's really foreign to bowlers. Building a game plan, building a yearly plan. How am I going to get to the nationals? How am I going to get to the national team? And then just proper training habits. Right? We don't just go out there and roll bowls. Games aren't training, right? And for me, the biggest reason why I wanted to get in it is to inspire a new generation of bowlers. There's a whole bunch of good young bowlers out there, and even people who have come into it at a later stage who could be really good, who could win the nationals, who could be a face for bowls in the future, and who could be part of our national team. If they don't have a coach, we might not know about them. We might not find them. They might just kind of fall off to the side and go play something else because there's nobody there that's going to inspire them and teach them how to bowl and give them a reason to keep coming back. And really just to promote bowls, promote learning, promote growth, promote the pursuit of being better. And my favorite is to give back to the sport. I always want to give back to the sport that I love, right? Why did I get into coaching? I never had a formal coach growing up in bowls. I learned from doing it myself. I learned from good bowlers who just wanted to give me a little extra push or teach me a thing here or there. I developed a lot of bad habits, and I had to break those through a lot of training and a lot of understanding what was going on. So that was one reason why I wanted to get into coaching. Felt there was a big gap between what was happening locally at my club and provincially with coaching. There was nothing there to get me to the nationals. I know that I would have been a better player and probably a lot better than where I am now if I had had a coach growing up, a real coach, someone who was dedicated to making me better. Um, I think I'm not a bad bowler, but I could have been a lot better. And I wanted to help players understand the game at a deeper level. So now that I'm traveling the world, now that I'm coaching at I guess, a more elite level, I would say, or um, a higher level as terms of Canadian bowls goes, um, there's so much that I can teach other bowlers, strategy and tactics, which we don't really think about all that much. Why training is important, why games do not equal training, and how to get better at the national and international level with skills. Why do I need to learn how to draw properly? Why do I need to know how to play on fast greens? When you get up to that level and you want to hit the international stage, you're going to be surprised by the skill level of these players and the greens that you play on. You need to understand how to play on those and understand the game at that level. And I just wanted to grow the sport in my club, um, keep players, and um, grow the membership. I think that coaching helps with that quite a bit. And the picture that you see on your screen now, this is the reason why I coach the people, the the youth that I come in contact with, the adults that I come in contact with, and the other coaches that I come in contact with. Um, Up in the top left, you can see Owen Kirby. I worked with him a lot at my club over the years, and that's him winning the under 18s for the first time. And I was actually happy to be there to present him with the trophy. Huge moment. Um, I don't know if he knows that, but it probably meant just as much for me for him to win that as it did for him. It was amazing. You can see on the right hand side the two of the trips that I made with the Canadian youth to go to the youth championships. Awesome group of kids. Got to spend a lot of time with them, meet them, and that's really how I met Luke, the co-host of this show. And you can see that we've actually developed a great friendship through that as well.
That's me.
And obviously the coaching staff, Terry Scott, Derek Dillon, Gene Roney, they're just a few of the amazing coaches that I've met along my way. And some of the players that I've helped on the bottom, Cam Lafrane from Nova Scotia. That's just a picture of us at the Commonwealth Games. And Agnes Badgey, one of the first people that actually asked me to coach, which was a special moment for me. Eventually going in and playing in the Canadian Nationals after qualifying through the provincials. It's great to see some of these players just evolve and make it that far. So really, in a nutshell, that's kind of why I coach, why I think people should coach. If you have questions, put them in the comment section. Send us emails. I'm more than happy to talk coaching all day and all night. Um, but I'll make this a regular part of the show, and we can see where we can go from there. If you have stuff that you want me to talk about, let me know.